What time are we starting this one?
I don't know. It's gonna start soon though. You're on here with me?
Yeah.
Yay! Jax and I just talked. I loved it. I like the facility. Yeah, you want? I can do it. There you go. Look, I'm so helpful.
All right.
Smash that. Oh, I had some cards.
I'm going to the oh shit.
Oh, we're good.
Is the marker there for this? No? Maybe?
Wait.
Is the opposing team Jax?
Is that who just played? No. Yeah?
Yep. Rock Quarry.
Quarry. Yeah.
No marker? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
I think I had that right here.
I'm gonna go over here and get ready to do the house call.
Yeah. I think we're beyond range. Yeah.
Hello.
You are on.
I am on.
You are on. Take
That's
it
good.
away.
Hello, everyone out there sitting on their couches at home, enjoying this great weather outside. This is the Too Fresh, Too Furious. I keep saying that. The Fresh and the Furious Tournament 2017, brought to you by GTA Roller Derby, Roller Girls. Today we have for you the Montreal Smash Squad versus the Rock City Roller Derby Rock Quarry. Rock City is all the way here from Rochester, New York.
That is correct. I just learned. And then Smash Squad is, did you already say that? Montreal?
I did not.
La
No, I did
belle
not.
ville de Montréal.
I may have said that earlier today, but not for this game.
You poor people, I'm still going to persist on practicing my French on this microphone.
I can't do it. If I practice French, the French people would never forgive me.
Oh,
So
but
I
that's how they
won't do it.
I was always told
I won't
that
do
they
it to them.
want
I'm sorry.
the effort.
I can't. Well, my effort is, I will make sure that I'll trust me. I need some time. The one time I got good French marks was, I don't want to say on air right now, was the reason.
That's too bad. Okay. Oh, all right, so we are here. This is game, what game is this?
This is deep into the tournament.
Schedules don't matter now.
It does not matter.
Especially since we're one game behind. We had a game come over from the Ted Reeve Arena. By the way, we are at the Ted Reeve Arena, specifically right now in the bubble next door. We are in our own little bubble, and I think this is the last game we're going to spend in our own little bubble. And we're going to
This is the last little game in the bubble. I'm hoping that's a good one, but I do know that the next games are going to be even better. So if you're thinking that this is going to be the last time you watch roller derby, stay tuned. The next game's going to be great.
Look at this on Twitter, appreciating the French announcing. Go Smash Squad. Alors je continue avec mon français.
Yes, and I hope you appreciate the fact that I am not doing any
It's
attempting
cool.
any kind of
It's
French.
okay. Do you
I will do
understand?
my best. I do understand a
Okay,
little
so
bit.
then
I
let's
understand
do a
better
little
than I
bit
can
of back
say.
and
Yes,
forth.
absolutely.
You're just lacking confidence.
I'm
okay.
lacking confidence.
So, on avait un lead jammer.
It is. Oh no! I
No,
think
and
number
it probably
207 did get a backing block penalty. Number 207, unfortunately, for Rock Quarry, Mother Superior, back blocking penalty. This puts out the Montreal Smash Squad on a power jam.
Well, Flatula Clark thought that she was a lead jammer et elle a essayé d'arrêter le jam, mais she couldn't. She didn't. She must not have been lead. We've been talking.
No,
We've been talking about French.
definitely not. She may have gotten past everyone, but not legally. And I know that sounds weird. You can illegally pass someone without getting a penalty, and you won't be deemed jammer, and you won't go to the penalty box. It's
You
a very
won't.
strange thing.
I want to replay. I want to see what happened.
Yeah. So if a blocker blocks you out of bounds, and that blocker goes out of bounds, and then you, as a jammer, come back on the track and then pass the blocker without passing them in bounds, you've effectively cut them without taking a cut track penalty or cutting the track penalty. And no lead, no penalty. I know, it's really weird. Derby,
my jaw
Derby
is on
really
the
weird.
table. Okay, so Flatula est maintenant dans le banc de pénalité et on a. Did 207, was she in the box? She was in the box.
She
right?
was in the box,
Okay,
yes, you're
so
correct.
elle est de retour. Ça, c'est Mother Superior. Now, there is no lead jammer, so this is going to go the full 2 minutes, and there's only 8 seconds left. So
There is.
We're all
Unfortunately,
good.
both jammers are
Flatula
on the
is
track.
back.
So at the very least, the next jam, we will have, it looks like a 5-on-4 jam in favor of the Rochester, New York Rock Quarry.
it's going to be a really interesting game. These teams, I just finished watching both. Well, so did you. You were on the floor.
I know, I was on the floor. I was rolling around with excitement on the floor with how much derby action was going on in this tournament. So much on the floor.
That
But
Smash Squad game, that was...
I missed that. It was in the Ted Reeve, was it not?
No, it was here. The
No,
close game, and we thought we might have another...
Right, I was not. That was my
Oh,
that
you're
was
right.
my one
Sorry,
break.
sorry. That was
I was
the-
able to
yeah.
eat some food in between my
Yeah.
drinking of beverages.
OK, so Donata est le lead jammer, puis elle va faire sa première passe.
Oh no, 2-1-5-0 for Rock City.
C'est un super
Eversole.
jam!
It's a super jam.
Oh, et Donata
Fifi goes to the penalty box.
a
She
annulé le
calls it off.
jam.
It's
She didn't realize she was on a super jam.
It happens.
It's
It
okay.
definitely happens. But I do think Montreal starts on a power start or a super jam starts.
Super start. Super.
What is start in French? I don't know.
Début.
Début?
Yeah, début commence. On a un super début.
Right.
I don't know.
So they're starting on a power jam right now, so Montreal has the advantage. The only disadvantage they have is they already had lead before, so the amount of time it takes them to get lead, they lose that this jam. But
that is the drawback.
is the drawback. A little blocker on blocker penalty action happening, but unfortunately, fortunately, if you hit your blocker in an illegal manner, it is not a penalty.
So, Holy Shit a fait sa première passe avec pas de difficulté du tout. Et maintenant, elle a tombé.
That's it. And Holy Shit is a great name. Like
is it
it
ever?
forces you to say some words you may not want to normally say on air, but it's a part of her name. So
yeah, we were talking about that a few bouts ago. How we can censor ourselves, but sometimes we can't censor other people.
I know. And for all of you at home, please, sometimes we need to forgive announcers for their mispronunciations of your really incredible creative names. Yeah, there's no reason to get upset by it.
No.
We're all trying our best. If we get it wrong, sometimes we need to suck it up.
And we already feel bad for it.
We always do.
I was telling Jax that I was mispronouncing a name in the first bout I announced this morning when I was on the floor. I am from New Brunswick, and I've been here in Ontario for I don't know, almost 10 years. So, but there are.
I'm from Newfoundland myself.
Are you?
Well, I wasn't born there. I can't claim that. My
Yeah.
parents. I lived there when I was young.
Well, then you're pretty much from Newfoundland.
Newfies say that I'm not Newfie, so it's not. It doesn't count.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I wasn't
suppose.
born there.
Yeah. See, I was born there, and generations in the ground over there. Yeah. But I've been here.
In that
and
tundra.
My accent there are only a couple of some vowels you can still hear it. Anyway, I was saying a name.
Oh, yeah.
I was mispronouncing an A.
Yeah, you can tell a Newfie, even if they're removed as a Newfie and not born there, when they get drunk, they definitely come out with some of the Newfie slang.
I guess when I get drunk, you can tell that I am not
Every once in a
from
while, I
these-
do is, I'm from the East Coast, and
You're from the far East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. You're from the far East Coast.
I'm so far east, I should be in the other.
We miss you, Atlantic Canada.
You guys are the greatest.
I wish they could come here.
I do. Or at least they should start their own rookie tournament.
Yes. Okay, so, who is this
the
blocker?
Smash Squad Jammer thought she was about to cut the track, corrected herself, got lead jammer,
And
recycled herself to the back of the pack, still has lead, and calls it off. That's fine. And I know that looks strange at home sometimes, but that is the smartest thing that Jammer could have done.
Yep.
Got lead, thought she cut, went back out of bounds, and then called it off anyways. And I know, like, they changed the cutting of the track penalty. Used to be if you cut anyone at any time, actually, you're one opposing team member or two of your own.
Then you
was a penalty,
automatically went to the box.
And now if you
Correct
make
it.
that mistake, as long as your first action is to re-exit the track and correct yourself, you're fine. And that's exactly what the Montreal Smash Squad Jammer did. Re-corrected herself.
So
really big hits from
Pythagoras P-Rex.
P-Rex.
They put P-Rex in brackets, so I can do that. She has got some good. How do I say this? She's got the presence of mind to keep hitting the jammer out and then drawing her back.
Yeah, the recycle. The recycle is incredible.
Fifth element getting forced out on the outside and now has to re-enter behind everybody.
Can we just talk about how good Fifth Element's name is?
Oh, I know.
I don't know if you ever watched the movie Fifth Element.
Many times.
But if you haven't at home, I don't know where you've been, but that movie has been on TV nonstop since like 1997? 1998, 1997?
I think it is 97. It came out the year I graduated high school.
Oh my God. Don't say that.
97. I'm having my 20-year high school reunion this year.
Don't talk about things like age.
Going back to New Brunswick for the big 2-0.
I enjoyed announcing with you up until that moment. So
You'll be fine.
But yes, the Fifth Element, great derby name. A lot of the names this weekend have been great, and it's very difficult to do because there's been a many number of derby names, and technically speaking, they're not supposed to double them up, or at least someone might get upset if it's doubled up.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the Smash Squad Jammer just got a cutting the track penalty,
yes,
and she
did. That
was
is La Leona.
That was a very good knockout and recycle back by Rock Quarry's blocker. I believe that was number 5.
Again, P-Rex.
Yeah, P-Rex.
Yeah.
P-Rex has been dominating this game as a blocker.
Let's talk some other good derby names from this bout. We've got Savage Patch Kid.
I know.
That's pretty great.
Anything from the 80s is great.
Purple
Am I
Pain.
wrong?
Purple
Am I
Pain.
wrong?
Oh, no, you're not wrong. And 90s too.
Purple Pain,
Purple
too?
Pain, yeah.
But Prince. Anyone? You cannot go wrong with Prince.
Let me see.
Smash Squad Jammer coming into the pack. Smash Squad blockers doing some good offense, getting that inside line, and gets through on that inside line. Let's see if she gets the 5 points. She's not quite past that last blocker.
That is P-Rex again. P-Rex was awfully far from the pack.
She was.
Got to remember, this is a fresh tournament, and the refs are fresh too. So everybody's here to learn. Mistakes are made, sometimes small, sometimes big. So we might have.
And some of the announcers are new as well. I don't do this often. This is my 3rd fresh tournament announcing.
Did you announce roller derby, right? Like.
No, I coach, and I'm normally a coach and a referee.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm a wannabe announcer.
I'm also a wannabe announcer.
I get to announce back in Peterborough, and sometimes other leagues will ask me to announce, but I don't get to do it as often as I
Oh
like.
no, I think Mr. Beard has called
that is a
number
track cut.
207 from Rock City
That is
as a cutting the track
Smother
penalty.
Superior.
Smother Superior. Mr. Beard, a referee coming to you from Royal City Roller Girls. The only reason why I know that is because that's the league that I ref and coach in as well. I do know a lot of these referees. Shields is the crew had today.
What town is Roller City? What city?
Royal City is Guelph, Ontario.
Royal City. I thought you said
Royal
Roller
City.
City. Royal,
I know,
yes.
I mumble.
Guelph, you know what I have to say about those Guelph teams is they've got the most amazing uniform logos. Like, oh my goodness.
Royal City, just so everyone knows at home, if you're not quite sure, Royal City was lucky enough to have a gentleman by the name of Seth, no last name.
Look at this blocking. This is fantastic. Spatula Clark is really trying to push her way through, and the only reason she got to go through is because there was no pack called.
There's a no pack and definitely some
And Velvet on the ground
going
and
from both
holy
teams.
shit are going to the penalty box. I didn't see what that penalty was, but it might have been
Failure to reform for both teams, and then a blocking out of play for
Good eye,
Smash
sir.
Squad.
Good eye. See, that's what I lack as an announcer. I can't tell what the penalties are. Unless I hear them, and right now I'm wearing a headset and I can't hear them.
This 5 points so far for the Smash Squad, trying to come up in the pack to score a little bit more points. Number 207, Smother Superior for Rock City, trying to get some points, but does not, calls it off.
4 points gagnés pour le Smash Squad et le score est 34-21 pour Smash Squad.
That's right, 9-4.
Smash Squad veut une pause, and that's a pose.
So to go back to my point, Royal City, no, it's fine. Derby happens, right? You got to talk about what goes on and then switch back to modes. But Royal City's lucky enough to have a gentleman by the name of Seth design the logos for the league, all of them. And Seth, I don't know if you know, is a comic book illustrator and writer. If you haven't checked out his work, please check it out. Seth, you can find his stuff at most comic book stores. Graphic novels, no last name.
Just
Seth.
Last name, just Seth? Seth. I'm Googling it now. Seth.
Yeah, and he's quite well known in Guelph. He's done a few murals in the city of downtown, just around the town. His wife is an incredible person. She also played roller derby early on in the league's career.
Seth, cartoonist, Wikipedia.
I know, he's even in Wikipedia. You know you've made it when you can Google Seth.
You just Google Seth from Guelph, and you will get Seth, cartoonist. Is that him?
That is him.
That's a.
So thankfully, the league has been
picture.
able to have him help us out. We have some uniform logos as well as uniform colors, because all the colors are also picked by Seth and his lovely wife.
Seth, you have Seth and his wife. You have a lovely, lovely taste. Hang on, I'm going to look to see what her name is. Your whole life is on.
But I see them walking around town, and they both wear clothes.
Tanya. I'm named Tanya.
Seth and Tanya, they both wear clothes from the 50s and 60s.
Thank God they wear clothes.
Around town, and they look incredible all the time. It's the best thing in the world.
Well, that's why I had to ask you if that was his picture, because it looks like a vintage photograph. That is the most and that is a jam being called off by Fifi.
Yeah, Fifi from Rock Quarry has been pretty consistent for the Rochester this tournament, as well as Donata. Donata hasn't jammed as much for the Smash Squad, but has done well anytime she's out there. Number 1969.
Yep. She is solid and consistent.
There's nothing I love more than consistency. It's honestly like I coach as well, and when you have a jammer that's consistent, even if they're not putting up huge lead jam percentage or huge numbers on the points, if they're consistent, that is, you don't fear putting them on the track. It's
OK, je ne peux pas voir les chiffres. On a 808 qui est Spatula Clark, et le jammer pour le Smash Squad, et numéro 28 pour, who's that? 28 pour Rock Quarry. Huh?
That is Purple Pain.
Purple Pain. I said Purple Rain.
Yeah, I know.
Et c'est une course entre les jammers. Purple Pain is right on her tail, and she's going to.
Looks like both jammers are going to score some points in this jam.
Yep. Okay, c'est 2 points.
2 for the Smash Squad. Oh, I think Purple Pain from Rock Quarry got a cutting penalty at the end of that jam.
Oh, it's a super
And they did, and I know it sounds, they did put up the points. So Rock Quarry scored 3, and then she cut the final 4th blocker. Smash Squad scored 2 that last jam. So Montreal Smash Squad starting on the power jam here with a 36-24 lead with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left. This is definitely huge for Montreal. If they can get the lead here, they can definitely start to solidify this win for their team.
Oh, some beautiful hitting by, who is that, number 41, Green Peas. Elle a maintenant le lead. It's nice when you see a jammer also able to throw her weight around, you know, to get through that pack and to not take any.
No, you're right. It's important. If a jammer can hold their own,
and she punches right through. Amazing. I love it.
It's true. They can usually become a solid jammer for their league at all levels, because unfortunately jammers are attacked by everyone on the track except for their own team.
A lot of times at these fresh games, you'll see, though, the jammer has to fight her way through her own team as well as.
That does happen?
Yeah.
But not as much. I feel like the training of the fresh meat or the rookie teams
has really
stepped up over the years. And I've announced at this tournament a few times, and the game has definitely developed. The game that the skaters are playing today are as good as a lot of travel teams that were playing 3 years ago.
Et elle annule le jam avant que Purple Pain peut amasser des points. And we have a timeout, une autre pause. Cette fois-ci, je crois c'est pour Rock Quarry. Yep, it is a Rock Quarry timeout.
Yeah, that's a good timeout from Quarry.
Is it a review? Looks like it's going to be a contestation of some sort.
Possibly, but I thought one of the bench staff from Montreal went out there as opposed to the Rock Quarry bench staff. Maybe.
Some
maybe
good
not.
Tunes.
Yeah, if you can't hear at home, there's some really good tunes going on, and there's like announcing going on. Malcontent Reynolds currently is dancing up a storm to some
Smash Squad with some Smash Squad
fans. Yeah, for sure. Possibly, definitely players, but fans right now because they're not playing for the Smash Squad.
Yeah, I wonder why they're not playing. Oh, that's funny. Okay,
what?
You can't see what. Okay, you could see what they were doing. Nice.
There's a few teams this weekend that have brought more players than they're able to play. Like I know Royal City Roller Girls brought 16.
They have,
so they have
a
two
whole
alternates.
cheering section.
But that, fortunately for Royal City, we bring a cheering section no matter where we go. The only time we don't have one is when we go deep into the U.S. But anywhere we go, we bring at least like 10 to 25, maybe even. I've seen as much as 30 to 40 people from our league.
You need that. You need the fans. Do not underestimate the importance of fans. Go out and support your local roller derby. Like, we need you.
Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful. That was an inside. She ran along the line. That's a Donata.
Donata, get Lee's jam early, just before the turn one. If you're unsure of how the turns work in roller derby, the first turn is turn one, just like NASCAR, and then it goes in succession. Turn 2, turn 3, and turn 4. So they're just on turn 2 now, and Donata gets her first 5 points.
Grand
just
slam.
Getting out of turn 2.
Et Fifi n'a pas encore fait sa première passe. So elle ne peut pas gagner de points. Mais
Donata again, putting up points. She potentially has scored 4 here. We got to wait to see what the jammer ref has put on. She calls it off, and it is 4 points. 9 points to 0 for the Montreal Smash Squad.
And if you can see that score, it's 59-24.
A little history of the Fresh and the Furious tournament. Montreal Smash Squad has always brought a very tough team to this tournament. They have won this tournament in the past. They've always done well. So they're always a team to look at and fear if you're a Two Fresh tournament, which is quite strange because everyone who plays in a Two Fresh tournament is 12 months old.
Yeah, it's brand new.
They're
not 12 months old. They're 12 months fresh.
Well, it would be amazing if they were 12 months old. Can you imagine?
That's incredible. Okay, and that
12-month-old people
who just made her way through the pack, and I've lost track of that. Oh, there it is. It's a Smother Superior.
Smother Superior has been jamming quite a bit for Rock City this weekend.
So back to what you were saying, that says a lot about the Fresh Meat program in Montreal.
It does. And any team that does well in this tournament says a lot about that league because roller derby is really difficult.
Yes.
It's easy you can teach a team to kind of play, but to really understand the nuances of the game and understand how to switch from defense to offense and keep the pack together all at the same time and know when you can get knocked out and stay out of bounds because you don't have to come in bounds. All of those little things, it's quite impressive. And when a team knows what's going on, like it always looks like Montreal always knows what's going on the track. It's really, really impressive. And it's a testament to how good Montreal Roller Derby does as a league. And it shows all the way through their system, all the way up to the travel team, who's currently ranked quite high in the WFCDA. And if you want to really watch what Montreal can do later this year, they will be competing at the D1 level playoffs and the WFCDA D1 playoffs. I'm not quite sure where that's going to be held, but I wish I had more information.
You've been around. What do you know about Rochester? I don't know much about them except
Rock City has been Rochester, New York. They've been playing WFCDA Derby for a number of years now. Correct me if I'm wrong at home. Please Twitter someone and tell me that I'm wrong. But they are in their 9th or 10th season, I believe, in roller derby. I don't want to say how long they've been in the WFCDA, but they've been around for quite a long time. For a number of years early on, they've been a rite of passage for a lot of WFCDA teams in Canada. A lot of the teams like Tri-City and Toronto and Hamilton and Montreal have all at some point played Rock City as one of their first few games and multiple times, just like Royal City Roller Girls have done last year and this year as well.
Because their fresh meat team here is just phenomenal. I mean, to make it this far in this tournament, and they don't. If I didn't know what I was watching, I would not know that these two teams were in their first 12 months. Some of them newer than that. It is just that little bit of track awareness, that little bit of experience that's missing, but the skill on the skates is just incredible.
That's true. Unfortunately, Fifi, I think, picked up a forearm penalty just past turn 2 there.
It is.
Montreal Smash Squad is on a power jam and already picked up her first 5 points.
And there are 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this game. 1 minute 13 in this jam. So if she should just, in my opinion, she should just run this jam out. Yeah,
at this point now, just run the clock.
Yeah.
Stay safe, run the clock.
Oh, and she got a track cut.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Well, there that goes. Okay, and if you do want to correct us, the hashtag on Twitter.
Yes, please, Rock City, tell me how wrong I am about everything about your league. I want to learn more.
We need to know these things for when we come back next year.
Really, really nice offensive derby from Rock City, knocking all of the Montreal Smash Squad players off the track on turn 2.
Beautiful.
Let's see if they can try and do it again here.
Okay, so that hashtag is FNF Derby 2017.
This time going to the outside.
Oh!
Big 5 points for Rock City.
Beautiful.
10 to 5 this jam so far. Potentially has the ability to score 15 points in this jam. Let's see if.
And she stays in. Another grand slam for Fifi for the Rock Quarry.
Fifi putting up the points despite going to the box early on as a jammer.
And Donata's back on the track. I like these
30
30-second penalties.
The jammer ref from Montreal was signaling no lead despite already scoring 5 points. So I'm not quite sure. And I think Mr. Beard is going over to the scoreboard to make sure that all of things were correct. Sometimes, unfortunately, there's a lot of people in roller derby that needs to come together to make things happen. There's 7 referees and quite a lot of NSOs just looking forward there's 3 in the scoreboard, 3 in the penalty box. There's 2 in the middle, and I think that's it. So that's the NSOs outnumber the amount of referees here. So that is a lot of people making sure this happens, and sometimes communication doesn't quite work. So Mr. Beard making sure that happens. So I thought that's good on Mr. Beard for understanding that he made the wrong signal. He signaled not lead on that pass, even though the jammer came out on scoring pass and scored 4 points. So he went over to make sure that was correct. So Smash Squad scored 9 instead of 5 on that last jam.
And if you're wondering why we need so many officials, it's not only to make sure we don't cheat, but it's also to keep us safe. A lot of the penalties are geared towards safety.
It is like in all sports. We want players to continue to play as long as they can. and that happens everywhere. So they try to make the game as safe as possible while being super competitive. And roller derby constantly updates and changes the rule set, which they currently have this past year.
All right, so if you can see that scoreboard, you'll notice that there are only 3, 2, 1. Okay, the bout is finished, but there's still 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the jam clock. So instead of ending the bout when the bout ends, that doesn't make sense, but trust me, we actually end it when the jam ends.
That's correct. Roller derby has an amount of time during the game, but if there is enough time in the jam clock, that jam can continue on like what just happened. But Smash Squad called it off as they were in the lead. They had control of the game, control of that jam. They can stop at any time.
Yep, and they did.
They did.
And the unofficial final score is 73-45 for the Smash Squad for Orange.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't speak enough French. I was supposed to practice today.
I'll say it now. I only got good grades in French the 1 year when I thought my French teacher was attractive. So I tried extra hard, and I got like a 75 or something, which was like the best I can do because I wasn't very good at French. So.
She inspired you.
I tried my best.
That's hilarious. I like that. That's really funny. All right, I want to take this opportunity to thank everybody involved. This is our last bout here from the bubble, broadcasting from the bubble. I want to thank Layer 9 and the videographers and Mr. Oh my goodness, I forgot his name.
Mr. Forrest.
Thank you, Mr. Forrest. I knew it.
His wife G-Force has been playing for like longer than anyone I've known in roller derby as well.
Where does she play for?
I'm not. She played for Toronto Roller Derby. I'm not sure if she's still playing, but if she is, that is incredible. Because I'm pretty sure she was on one iteration of Team Canada way back in like 2007 or 2008 or something.
I'm so amazed. I love this community. This community is one of the best subgroups, subpopulate. What do you call that? Culture.
Microculture.
Microcultures.
Subculture.
That there could be where everything goes and everyone's loved. So dear be loved to all of you. Thank you for watching. We will see you again and talk to you again in the Ted Reeve Arena when we resume the latter portion of this. The excitement, the high stakes games.
That's right. You get to hear our annoying voices a little bit more. I am Professor Wrex.
And I'm Breaker Thigh.
Signing off.
Just charged backwards, like she's trying to get back with the back, and just ran through her.
The white ones are in the back. I don't think I saw any.